I'm Jannati and in today's maths lesson, we are going to learn a little bit about fractions and then learn how to multiply and divide fractions. An example of fraction is 1 by 2. Here you can understand that a fraction has two parts. The upper one is called the numerator and the one below is called the denominator. There are three types of fractions: proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. 2 by 5 is an example of proper fraction. We can understand that a fraction is proper fraction when we see that the numerator is smaller than the denominator. And 5 by 2 is an example of improper fraction. We can understand that when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. And a mixed fraction is a mix of a whole number and a proper fraction. We can convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction and convert a mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So let's see how to do that. We have an improper fraction 19 divided by 2. 19 by 2. So we will divide the numerator by the denominator. We get 9 as our question. The question will be our whole number and our divisor, which is 2, will be our denominator and our remainder will be our numerator. And to convert a mixed fraction to an improper fraction, we have to multiply the whole number with the denominator first. 2 multiplied with 9 is 18 and then add the product with the numerator. 18 plus 1 is 19. See, we converted an improper fraction 19 by 2 to a mixed fraction 9 whole 1 by 2. And then again we converted that 9 whole 1 by 2 to an improper fraction and then we got 19 by 2. Before we learn how to multiply and divide fractions, we have to know how to simplify fractions. Simplifying fractions means to turn the fraction into its smallest form. Like we have 2 by 4. To simplify 2 by 4, we have to divide the numerator, which is 2, and the denominator, which is 4, by a common factor. We remember that factors are the numbers that we multiply to get a number. So we have 2 and 4. The common factors of 2 and 4 is 2. We can divide 2 by 2 and we can also divide 4 by 2. 2 divided by 2 and 4 divided by 2. We will get here 1, 2 divided by 2, we get 1, and 4 divided by 2, we get 2. So if we simplify 2 by 4, we get 1 by 2. And now we have 3 by 15. We can divide 3 by 3 and we can also divide 15 by 3. 3 divided by 3, we get 1. 15 divided by 3, we get 3. So if we simplify 3 by 15, we get 1 by 3. And now we have 18 by 21. Here we can see that both 18 and 21 can be divided by 3. If we divide 18 by 3, we get 6. And if we divide 21 by 3, we get 7. And after that, we cannot divide it anymore. 6 by 7, we cannot divide it. So, if we simplify 18 by 21, we get 6 by 7. 100 by 50. We can divide both the numbers by 2. 2 50s is 100. 2 25s is 50. And 25 2s is 50. And 25 divided by 25 will be 1. If we simplify 100 by 50, we get 2 by 1. If the denominator of a proper fraction and improper fraction is 1, then that number is a whole number. So 2 by 1, it will be 2. If the denominator is 1, then the number is a whole number. See over here we have 7 by 18. 7 and 18, they don't have any common factors. So this is their simplest form. But 18 by 14, they have common factors. Let's see what's their common factor. We can divide both these two numbers by 2. 2 9s is 18, 2 7s is 14. So their simplest form is 9 by 7. When we are multiplying fractions, for example 2 fractions, the relation between all the 4 numbers is a little twisted. So we are going to look at that now. So we have 4 by 5 multiplied with 10 by 4. Here the relation between 4 and 5, they are in division. Same with 10 by 4. They are also in division. That means we can divide these two and divide these two. And the relation between 2 and 4, 2 and 4 is division. Likewise, the relation between 5 and 10 is also division. And the multiplication relation over here is 2 multiplied with 10 and 5 multiplied with 4. So let's revise a little bit again. The relation between up and down is division. 2 by 5 is in division. 10 by 4 is in division. The relation between side by side is multiplication. 2 and 10 is in multiplication. 5 and 4 is in multiplication. And the relation between the diagonal numbers is also division. 2 and 4 is division. 5 and 10 is division. That means we can cut 2 and 4, 5 and 10, or 10 and 4, 2 and 5. 2 and 5, they don't have a common factor, but 10 and 4, they have a common factor, which is 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 5s is 10. Now this fraction became 5 by 2. The relation between 2 and 2 is division. 5 and 5 is also division. So we can cut 2 and 2 by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2. And 5 and 5 by 5, 5 1s are 5, 5 1s are 5. Our result is 1 by 1. And if the denominator is 1, then that number is a whole number. That means the answer is 1. Now let's learn how to multiply. First of all, we have to simplify if possible. These two numbers cannot be simplified, 2 and 7. Same with 3 and 5, they are also in their simplest form. So now let's look at the diagonal numbers. 2 and 5, they don't have a common factor, so cannot be simplified. And 7 and 3, they also don't have any common factor, so they also cannot be simplified. Now we can just multiply the numerators together, and then multiply the denominators together. So 2 3s is 6, and 7 multiplied with 5, we get 35. Now, can this number be simplified? 6 by 35. No, they also don't have any common factor. So, our answer will be 6 by 35. Now let's learn how to divide fractions. Dividing fractions is as easy as multiplying fractions. To divide fractions, we are going to change the division sign into multiplication sign, and the fraction after the sign will change their signs too. the numerator will become the denominator and the denominator will become the numerator. And the fraction before the sign will remain as it is. So let's look at an example. 2 by 4 divided by 7 by 2. Here we will change the division sign into multiplication sign. And the fraction after the sign will change their sides. So the denominator will become the numerator and the numerator will become the denominator. And the fraction before the sign will remain as it is. Now we can simplify this fraction by 2. 2 1s is 2. 2 2s is 4. And we can also simplify 2 with 2. So it will be 1. And our answer will be 1 by 7. Let's solve another one. 3 by 4 divided by 4 whole 1 by 2. So we are going to change the mixed fraction into improper fraction so that it is easier for us to solve the division. 4 whole 1 by 2. To make it improper fraction, we are going to multiply the denominator with the whole number. 2 multiplied with 4 is 8. And then we will add the numerator. 2 multiplied with 4 is 8 plus 1 we get 9. And the denominator will remain the denominator. And then the division sign 3 by 4. Now let's write it over here. We can change the division sign into multiplication sign. When we do that, we will change the sign of the fraction that is after the sign. 9 by 2 will become 2 by 9. The denominator will become the numerator and the numerator will become the denominator. And the number before the sign will remain as it is, 3 by 4. We can also simplify this. 4 and 2. 2 1s is 2. 2 2s is 4. And 3 with 9. 3 1s 3. 3 3s 9. So our answer will be 1 multiplied with 1 we get 1 and 2 multiplied with 3 we get 6. That's it for fractions part 1. I hope you guys learned something new, and in our next maths lesson we are going to learn how to add and subtract fractions. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!